So batch processing, what does this do? Basically, it allows you to run a selected presentation for multiple clients, okay? Pre-existing templates, and when I say pre-existing, I mean pre-existing to the presentation builder is also supported. So you can run presentation builder reports. You can also run your pre-presentation builder templates. It supports saved tag sets, meaning that you can go out and save a tag set of, let's say, your large cap value clients, put all those in a tag set. Your fixed income clients can go into another tag set. Basically, you can do anything that you want with those, and you can recall them at will. It also allows you to run a default presentation, so you do not have to run the same presentation for each client. What you can do is you can select a presentation to run. Any client that has a default presentation attached to their portfolio or to their client, it will run that particular one. Any of them who don't have one will get the one selected in the interface, and I'll show you how that works. Output options. You can send to any printer device on your network, so Laser 4, Laser 5, the Canon color copy or whatever it may be. You can also save output to a specified directory, and the currently supported outputs are PDF, XLSX, which is basically an Excel spreadsheet with my programming code stripped out of it, and then XPS, which is basically a Microsoft kind of equivalent of PDF, which is available in Windows Vista and Windows 7. You also have the option to attach any output, and when I say any output, that means PDF, SLXS, or XPS, to the client's document table in the Client Center. So if you want to, you can actually create a digital filing cabinet of your client's quarterly reports if you like. I do have one recommendation for you though, and this is based on my experience. When printing to PDF, it is better to select the PDF option in the Mars interface than to select the PDF driver that may be a printer on your workstation. And it's amazing to me, but the Excel PDF driver that comes with Excel 2007 renders graphs and color gradients and things like that superior to that of the standard Adobe driver. So if you spend $400 for Adobe Acrobat and you're using the Adobe printer, the free Excel PDF driver will render these reports better. So I guess Microsoft has done some special rendering or some special tweaking to their driver. But anyway, I'll show you how that works here in a moment. So to access batch reporting, you can do it two ways. You can either go to firm-wide batch template reporting, or from right here in the Client Center, you can just click batch template reporting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, and I am going to go down and I am going to create a, how do I want to do this? I think I want to go down and I want to create a batch with these 3 accounts or portfolios, and I'm going to select holdings as my main template. And I want to take this back up here just to hide some of these account numbers and account names. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm selecting the holdings report to come out for all tagged clients, okay? And actually, before I do that, I'm going to create a tag set of these 3 clients because we're going to come back to this. We're going to call this Mars Batch Reporting Demo, and I'm going to say create. And so if I wanted to come back and use those 3 tagged accounts later, I would just double-click the tag set that I just created. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a holdings report, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to render these to PDF and I'm going to put it all in the output directory. And I need to change my date here. I need to go to 2009-12, and I'm going to initiate the batch process here. What I would expect here is for all three of these clients to get a holdings report here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick off the process. And you see one client report or one holdings report, two holdings report, three holdings report, okay? And if I go into my output files directory, you'll see we just got 3 PDF documents, all right? So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to delete those for a second. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to select this flag here that says Process Default Templates. So what this is going to do is if the portfolio or the client has a default template attached to their client or portfolio record, it's going to run that default report. If it doesn't have one, it's going to run PB Holdings. So let's go back and let's run this again and see what we get. There's a historical performance. There's a MPT stats. And then finally, the third one should get a holdings report. There you go. So as you can see, you can literally, if you set up each of your clients or each of your portfolios with different presentations, you can batch process, and it doesn't matter which presentation is attached to the client. You can run any of them as long as they exist. So that is basically the batch processing in a nutshell. If I elect to do something from the client level, and I think I'm going to go ahead and see what happens when I select client 1, 2, and 3. So I am now going to process the default templates here that are at the client level, and we ought to get something drastically different here. So, and I'm also going to process the default templates. So I'm going to initiate my batch process. I'm going to click yes, and I would expect these to take a little bit longer to render because the new presentation builder code is a lot more optimized, and so are the spreadsheets. But anyway, this is still pretty good. So you see, we got one version of the of output there. And we should see another one coming up here shortly. Sure enough, there's another legacy type of template that came up. And I think on this third one, we're probably going to get, we're either going to get the one that I just defined, or we're going to get another one of the legacy templates. I forget which one I did. There we go. There's one of the new presentation builder templates, and then this is the one that I just created for you. So if you take a look now into our output directory, let me drag this into the frame real quick. You can see that this particular client received or got this report. Finally, this client got one of the presentation builder reports. So basically what I'm trying to get to here, or what I'm demonstrating here, is you've got the ability to create your own presentations based on standard reports and external content that resides in the content directory. You can attach a report or you can attach a specific report or presentation to a client, and then you can also batch process this. And you could batch process it so that each client gets the same report, or you can batch process it so that each client gets their default report, or if there is no default report selected, they would then get the one selected here in the interface. So that's a quick overview on batch processing.